Good morning from Bobblehead Enterprises, future home of Groovy Eggs Farm. I am Jeff. Today is Sunday, and I don't even 80, maybe low 80s, sunny. No breeze right now. A little bit of a breeze. Beautiful day. I'm not sweating up a storm, but I'm not working very hard. Yeah, I'm down here at my new place. Last night, live video. I'll put a link up there in case anybody missed the live video last night. Mike from Dogman Homestead was here. Drew from Dutch Creek Cabin was here. He's about to change his name, so that's exciting. And yeah, it was a good live show. I don't enjoy doing lives by myself. They're more fun when you got two great guys like Mike and Drew to hang out with and banter. So it was almost a 2-hour long live show on a Saturday night. Sorry, but some big news in that live show. So and thank you everyone who some great views on that. One of my best videos in months, and I really appreciate that. But some big news was somebody broke into this house and stole a bunch of stuff. I don't want to dwell on that stuff, so I'll try to explain it here in this video and then move on with my life. But yeah, somebody broke in and stole a lot of things, and I'm going to tell you about it. The first tip-off that somebody had broken in was they also tried to steal this golf cart. This is a 1974 Cushman golf cart, and when Drew and Lindsay were driving by, they noticed this down the road, along the road down at a neighbor's house. So they tried to steal the golf cart, and that's what tipped Drew off as to the thefts. With a little help from the friends, they got the golf cart back. The reason why they didn't get very far on the golf cart is it had a flat tire. So yeah, it's probably a good thing I hadn't fixed that flat tire yet. They couldn't get away with it. And then also I had a push behind weed eater, and they stole that. I had some gas cans there, and yeah, so they stole that. They also broke into that shed. That's where the battery charger for the golf cart was, and they stole the charger for the golf cart, and Drew has tracked that down, so I should be getting that charger back. I had a bunch of tubs in there, and they grabbed 2 tubs with like computer accessories, mouse, keyboards, there's a webcam in there, and stuff like that. So not a lot of valuable things in there, but they did get the battery charger because they need it. This is a 1974, and they stopped making them in 1975. So finding a battery charger for that would have been a tall task. So yeah, that's what they did outside. But the big damage was, yeah, there's no window there anymore. It's a board because they smashed in the glass on the back door to get inside, and then that's where they really stole a bunch of stuff. Once they were inside, they stole a friend's Stihl chainsaw, and they also got this weed eater, and this weed eater was so new that I still got the box sitting outside the back door. I'd used it once, and it runs on 60 volt or 20 volt, and yeah, it was yeah, that was a big loss. So I don't have any weed eaters, and my older DeWalt, they snagged that one too. Those are the lids from 2 of the tubs of tools that I have. So yeah, and there was another tub in here, and it's just all of my small tools. And because I had them there for moving, and I have these shelves set up, and they grabbed everything that was valuable off of there. So yeah, they also came inside and grabbed several tubs of tools. It is no fun getting ripped off. No fun at all. And I'm a little bit thankful that Drew got the initial shock and was the one to discover it. If I probably would have turned around, gone home, and called a realtor. So big thank you to Drew for taking care of it, and dealing with the police report and all of that stuff, and his detective work to track down the golf cart battery charger. And yeah, I'm sorry you had to go through that, Drew. But yeah, and there'll be a lot of hindsight. You should have done this, should have done. There's really nothing you can do to stop criminals like that. If they hadn't broken the window on the door, they would have broken in a window. If they would have ripped the door off the shed over there, if I'd had a gate, they would have busted. Yeah. Anything short of building a prison around your property to keep people out, and how much money does all that stuff cost? So, yeah, and my homeowner's insurance, my deductible will, yeah, that ain't going to be of any help to me. I did make a list of what I've discovered that they took to, needed to give that for the police report. But, yeah, they got my push-behind weed eater. That thing's a one-of-a-kind that was gifted to me from a family member who had it for 20 years, and they do not make them like that. That thing was a beast. It worked every single time, and they don't make them like that. So that was a big weed eater. Brand new DeWalt weed eater that I just bought. They got my older weed eater, which wasn't working right, but it still had some potential there. So I got no weed eaters, and I got weeds. Oh, and that's the frustrating part, is the things that you really need and are useful and aren't, cheaply. So yeah, they tried to steal the golf cart. They got the golf cart battery charger. We might get that back. They got some gas cans. And that was the stuff outside. Then once they got inside, my weed eater was in there, and a friend's Stihl chainsaw, very nice chainsaw. I had tubs of tools. I was moving down here, and I had all my tools in tubs, very easy to snag and run off with. So, sockets and screwdrivers and drill bits and screwdriver bits and just all of my small hand tools. My flamethrower, small saws, tape measures. I went back through videos and spent hours going back through videos to find out, what was in what and where. Yeah, so they got, and then so I made a spreadsheet of all the missing items, and I did an estimated cost, and several $1,000s of stuff that they stole, and that's just, man, that hits you hard. But you deal with it and you move on. You can't spend your life afraid of people ripping you off, and it's hard to be prepared for everything that comes at you. The best thing that I could have done to prevent this from happening was to live here, but I'm not living here, and there's more to this story. The biggest reason why I haven't been able to move yet since, last September, all those people came down, was another criminal targeted me. And this I have not talked about yet because it's been an ongoing investigation and prosecution. But yeah, I had to hire a lawyer. It revolves around my shed house. So when I bought my shed, a person involved in that transaction took my information, and they took a loan out in my name, backed up by the shed. And so there was, and see, that just got so complicated. They were wanting my financial records. I had to come in and give depositions, videotape depositions, and when you get involved in stuff like that, you really do need a lawyer. So, that's thousands of dollars. And they have now there's been a guilty plea or verdict, and so now I can talk about it a little bit. I still don't want to, but yeah. If you want me to talk about that more in depth, I did that on the live show. That was the purpose of the live show. And it was nice breaking that news with friends around, because, yeah. But yeah, that was a whole mess, and it cost me thousands of dollars, and that was the biggest reason why I can't afford, stuff like that. And then, when my activity goes down, my YouTube views goes down, and my YouTube revenue goes down, and then I don't have extra to spend, and it's, that's how it goes sometimes. That's how it goes. Alright, so, yeah, two criminals. Criminals are ruining my dreams, but I'm not giving up on my dreams. In fact, I've got a window coming up here where I'm not, a couple weeks. I've got a window of a couple weeks where I'm not going to have any baby chicks hatching. And so if I can pull it off, I'm going to try to get down here. But if I can't pull it off, then I'll, wait until this fall. But I really need to get down here as soon as I can. So I'm hoping to pull that off coming up this summer. Not the best time to move stuff, but I'm mostly moved, it's the chickens and the chicken coops that are going to be the hardest part. All the other stuff I can pretty much get in my Suburban. But yeah, so that might be coming up. I don't know. I need, more activity, and then I get more views, and then I got more disposable income from YouTube. So that's kind of how it goes. And that's why I'm starting my own business, creating my own job. Is I know I'm not going to be a big YouTube star, and I'm not counting on that. But I'm still counting on, at least enough YouTube revenue to get me by. Right now it's busy hatch season. It's slowing down a little bit in the heat of the summer, but it'll pick back up in the fall usually. So yeah, that's my story, I guess. I can't think of anything else right now. Thanks so much for all of your support. There were super chats and super stickers and PayPal coming in from the live show last night, and I tell you, I really appreciate that right now. I'm not a doom and gloom, and I hate doing this. I really hate doing this with the bad news. I like to look on the bright side of life, keep things positive, because you can't get bogged down into all the mess. I mean, you can, but it's no fun, and it doesn't help you out very much, if any at all. So, yeah, I'll just move on from this, and thank you so much. I wouldn't be where I am without the YouTube community and all their support for me over the past year. I've been doing videos for 5 years now. I would not be where I am, and I'm in a much better place. It's just little stuff get you sidetracked and slows you down, and I haven't let it ruin my dreams yet, but some people are trying. So hopefully there's no more of that monkey business going around. Okay, I'll stop rambling. Thank you so much for all of your support. It really means a lot to me right now, and yeah, hopefully fun times and activity are coming up. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.